Recording in progress.
So good morning. Here we are. If you can mute yourself, that will just help with the recording for later on. Thank you. So Satnam, and welcome to this class for February. And I don't know how you're feeling, but I'm feeling that the energy is starting to rise. We're starting to feel that first touch of the spring energy. So today's Kriya is to support that, and it really is a Kriya to help that circulation of the Mother Earth prana to nourish our system, to give us that vitality. And the prana from Mother Earth is also what can connect us to Mother Earth, because we are spirits having a human experience, and while we're having that human experience we get this extra support of prana. Prana only exists on this planet, so us as multi-dimensional beings, the part of us that here gets this benefit, this extra support from prana. The rest of us, our higher selves, get the energy and the light direct from source. So the prana, if we can really have that moving through us, it just helps all of our systems. So it helps our immune system, it helps our cognitive systems, so we can get more clarity when challenges come. So the Kriya today is to support that, and then we've got a lovely meditation at the end also. So if you can please bring your hands together. Just come really into your breath. Just observe that inhale and that exhale. Using that breath to really center you, to really become present in this moment where you are sat right now in your room. And let's inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And inhale. Suspend the breath and apply that root lock. Just squeezing the energy all the way up the spine. And release. Okay. So for the first posture, to really open up the lungs so that that prana can start to move, we do ego eradicator. So curl in your fingers, bring your thumbs up, and it's 60 degrees, so it's not 45, it's 60 degrees, and it's breath of fire. Remember, with the breath of fire, you really want to pump the navel, so it's that light pumping action. If it's the first day of your menstruation, maybe you want to just do long, deep breathing. It's always good to close the eyes. Helps you stay focused on your inner world. Feel the spine being lifted up and out of your pelvis, so the spine is lengthened. We're also balancing our magnetic field, our aura. With a strong aura, we attract what we need, and it repels what does not serve us. Feel your elevation as you're reaching up to the skies. And all the while you just focus on that light pumping of the navel, circulating that one breath, which is what breath of fire is in yogic terms. Just a few more seconds. And inhale. And as you do, bring your thumbs touching. Hold it, squeeze, squeeze. And as you exhale, turn the palms out and slowly, slowly bring them through your aura, recharging it all the way down, just so your fingers then lightly touch the floor. And just take a few relaxing breaths. And just observe the state of your being now. And by observing, we are not judging it. We're just observing that energy, that consciousness that is flowing through you right now. And inhale, exhale. Just before we move on to the next posture, I just want to check that the volume of the music is okay. If you can just give me a thumbs up. Okay, thank you. So for the next posture, in easy pose, holding your ankle, and we're going to do that classic of the spinal flex. So with the spinal flex, it's not moving like this. The hips, the shoulders stay above the hips. Inhaling, the chest comes forward, exhaling back. And you want to have your rhythm, find your rhythm with it. With a powerful breath. And we're really just flexing that mid to lower section of the spine, which is why the shoulders really don't need to move. All the while you focus on the breath. It's the breath that moves the body. As you inhale, the chest comes forward. As you exhale, you arch the back. This is one of the classic Kundalini Yoga Kriyas to elevate our spirits by connecting us to that prana through all of our systems, all of our nadis, the meridians. Just find your rhythm with it. We're just really stimulating that lower and mid spine so that energy can flow more freely through your central pillar. So you're almost supporting your pillar of light. Last few seconds. And inhale, Mulband. Apply that root lock squeeze as if you're squeezing the energy all the way up the spine, all the way up to your neck, through to your crown, and release. And once again, just drop into that stillness. There is within you a stillness. This stillness is deep in your heart center, the core of who you are. And in that stillness you can connect to all that you are. It is a state of being. It is not a state of knowledge. But in that state of being, you will receive all you need to receive, which will then unpack over the day, over the week maybe. So as you just relax there for a few more breaths, you're giving that energy from the stillness a chance to be embodied. And inhale, keeping connection to that stillness within you, which is actually connects you to all that you are. So it connects you to all your energetic bodies, your aura, connects you to other parts of you in other dimensions, the fourth, the fifth, etc. That all exists simultaneously as we are here on earth. And then inhale, and for the next posture, bring your hands onto your shoulders. You want the fingers at the front, thumb at the back. And you're going to inhale as you turn left. Exhale as you turn right. And remember to turn your head as well. So your head really is looking over your shoulders. We want to spin round the spine from the base all the way to the crown. So make sure your head really turns so it looks all the way back. Try and keep those elbows up. And again, find your rhythm with it, your pace. Really connect to the messages that your body, your energetic bodies, are sending you to guide you so you can reach your optimum for this moment, and then that will carry you through the rest of the day. Just a few more seconds. Nearly there. Keep going for those last bits. And then start to slow down and inhale, center. Again, holding it, mulband, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, gently release. And as you drop into that relaxation, that emptiness, that void, where we can connect to all that we are without focusing on one particular element. It is that potential for everything that is held within the void. This gives us this sense of completeness. When we focus on a thought or an action, potentially this brings us into separation. Breathe deeply. Recognize your true self. And inhale, exhale. And now we're going to do some life nerve work. So please stretch your legs straight out in front of you. And you want to grab your toes or your ankles or your knees, whatever is possible for you at this moment. And this is a dynamic pose for this one. So you want to inhale and then exhale as you lean forward. Okay, so it's inhale up, exhale down. Really making sure you are moving from the hips, not just the waist. We don't want to just bob the head. Move from the waist. And as you exhale, you really want to feel you're lengthening that spine as you bend forward. Make sure you're not bobbing your head. The chin stays still. And as you inhale and you come up, you really want to almost press the legs into the ground. To help push yourself up. Last few seconds. And inhale up. Hold it again, Mulband. Squeeze. Exhale. Release the posture. Or just take 2 or 3 long deep breaths. Yeah, and if you need to, please remember, drink some water. So continuing working with that life nerve. You want to now sit on your right heel. So your left leg is stretched out. You want to grasp the toe of the left leg. If you can, you apply a pressure to that toe. And again, exhale, bringing the elbows to the ground as you lengthen the spine. And you want to hold it here this time. So you're holding it with breath of fire. Really try and keep that spine straight. Lengthening the spine as you go. This is stretching the sciatic nerve. Helps with elimination. And really brings circulation to the upper body. The more you hold the stretch, the more the muscles will relax. And then they will start to stretch. You have to wait for those muscles to relax before the muscles actually then start to lengthen. A few more seconds. And then inhale, hold briefly. Exhale, and then swap legs. Sitting on your left heel now. Stretching the right leg out, and again lean forward and breath of fire. As you connect to the consciousness of this posture, you feel that you have the capacity, the stamina for all that comes to you. It is a posture that sort of in a way connects you to the infinite within you. So you can walk your talk. It brings in a consciousness of grace. Your grace is your power to be your true self in each moment. You do not need to prove yourself, because you already are complete, you already are divine. Having this experience, and we come here to, in a way, to experience separation. But it is not our truth. That is the illusion. That is why we forget our truth. Last few seconds. And inhale, hold it, Mulban, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, release. Now just bring both legs out to the side. Again, this is really working on that magnetic field, your aura. So spread the legs that is wide, comfortable for you. And again, lean forward. And you want to sort of almost pull back on those toes. And you're going to inhale in this central position and exhale as you lean down one side. Inhale center, exhale down the other side. And remember, don't bob the head again. Just really inhale up and exhale as you release. As you continue, the breath will become more powerful, using that exhale to help release the tensions and the blocks in that life nerve that runs up the back of the legs, round up to the lower spine. In this Kriya today, we're doing each one of these for about 3 minutes. But you can do it for yourself for as little as a minute per posture to give yourself this really good pranic circulation workout. Last few seconds. You might start to observe how that life nerve is starting to lengthen, because the stretch comes a little bit easier. And as that flexibility comes in, as more prana comes into your body, if it feels like it, then go with it and pick up the pace. Last 5 seconds. And inhale. Again. Squeeze the mulband, lengthen the spine. Feel that energy all the way up to your crown. Release. Keeping your legs as they are. For the next posture, if you take some deep breaths. Always have a moment after each posture where you just almost relax inside your being. The thing is to really take yourself, get out of the way, so that energy you've generated can really bring you back into alignment, can bring you back into balance. So the more we can observe that, the less we are interfering. We do not need to give the body and the prana any instructions. It absolutely knows what is needed to bring you into balance. So we just have to get out of our way. Inhale. And for the next posture, staying with the legs. Open up, and again you want to hold the toes, and this time you're going to just bend forward center, so it's inhale when you're upright, exhale as you just lean forward into the center, exhaling as you bring your chest lower to the ground. So just continue this up and down movement. Really go to the edge of that stretch. You don't need to force it. When the muscles are ready, they will lengthen in their own organic fashion. but just go to the edge of that tension. The breath will become more powerful. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Just gently follow the breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And whenever you get distracted by a thought, that's okay. But then just bring your focus back onto the breath. We're synchronizing the breath with the movement. So it's like the breath and the movement happen as one, consciously. A few more seconds. Inhale, bring your head up, hold it, Mulband. And release. Very slowly bring the legs back in. Take a few relaxing breaths. There is a time for action. And there is a time for being. But mostly, when we're acting and working, we want to relax. And when we're relaxing, we just think about doing something. So let's honor this balance between this twin flame within us of being and doing. They both have their appropriate moments. So when we're being, we be 100%. Just allow that very powerful voidal energy that is the source of you. It is the spirit of you, the non-manifested part of you that guides or potentially can guide you to your destiny, to your purpose. And then inhale. And then now we embrace the doing part of our twin flame. So for the next posture, it is Cobra. So please come laying down onto your front. You can either come up into full Cobra or half Cobra. So you can come up on just your forearms with your chin up. Or you can bring your hands underneath your shoulders and come up into full Cobra. And then it's breath of fire. Remember, always keep the chin up. And try and keep the legs, the toes, as close together as you can. And we're lengthening the spine, not compressing it, lengthen the spine so the chest really comes through, forward and up. Pressing your hips into the ground. It connects you to that prana of Mother Earth, all of her support, all of her love. It is a deep, boundless strength, so you feel safe and secure, and you have the right to be here. And then it also elevates you, connecting to Source, giving you a direction to your life, to your day, to your projects, a direction that is in alignment with the divine, rather than being guided by your ego in separation. A few more seconds. And inhale. And exhale. And apply the root lock now on the exhale, holding the breath out and squeeze. And as you inhale gently, vertebra by vertebra, lower yourself down until the last thing is the chin and the forehead. Take some deep breaths. Allow yourself to really be held by Mother Earth. She's a vast consciousness, a master creator. And just relax there. Maybe have your arms down by your side of your body. You can just turn your head to take some deep breaths. Open up that connection. Feel the vastness. Feel that prana that is Mother Earth. And inhale. Exhale. And gently roll onto your side and come up sitting into easy pose. Just notice how your spine feels more free, maybe less stiff, which means that that prana, that energy, can flow more freely up and down your central pillar, the Sushumna. So then all of that energy can be disseminated through your whole system. And then for the next posture, we're going to do some shoulder shrugs. So inhale, lifting the shoulders up. Exhale, they drop down. Inhale up. Exhale, but they really drop. You don't bring them down, they drop. Really squeeze them up to the ears so you can feel that, all of that tension in your shoulders. You squeeze off. And just find a rhythm. The shoulders might almost start to sort of itch, tingle, as all of that prana, as that oxygen starts to get into the muscles. Most people's shoulders are so tense and tight. We're carrying the world on our shoulders, but our shoulders were not made for that. Just 30 more seconds. Squeeze, squeeze. Last few seconds. And inhale and squeeze up, squeeze, squeeze. Release. And just give permission for that energy to move through your throat, through your neck. So you're really connecting your higher self with your lower self that is embodied in this physicalness. Allow that flow. The throat chakra is a very important one for humanity in the times we are in. The throat chakra really connects you to the expression of your soul. This is manifesting your essence. And it doesn't necessarily mean through your words that you speak. The energy, consciousness of your throat is your whole expression. What you create. So just give that permission to open up and let that energy flow. If you don't feel anything, that really is okay. Just because we don't feel something doesn't mean that it's not having an impact. Now breathe deeply. We're just going to finish working with this, but now you want those shoulders really to be relaxed and motionless, and you're now just going to rotate and gently stretch the head. So just begin to roll the head clockwise. And the key with this is you bring your ear to your shoulder, drop back a bit, bring the other ear to the shoulder and then to the chin forward. A lot of people, when they do neck rolls, they lead with the chin. So they're actually turning their head. We don't want to lead with the chin. The chin stays forward. And we just gently roll. It's like the face is always facing forward. Never turn the head. Keeping those shoulders relaxed, dropped. Breath will become long and deep. And now change direction. You might observe that one direction is a lot easier than the other. So just observe this. You don't need to make judgments. It is the judgment that brings the heaviness. And inhale and bring the head upright and center, Mulband. And release. And then for the final posture of this Kriya, it is Sat Kriya. So for this, please come sitting onto your heels. If you need to, have a cushion so you can sit comfortably. We bring our hands together over our head, bringing them either in prayer pose or crossing them and just extending the index finger. And we use the mantra Sat as we pull the navel in, Nam as we relax it. Okay, so inhale to begin. Sat, Nam, 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 Sat, Nam. And inhale. Again, apply the root lock, squeeze, lifting the pelvis up, out, stretching the spine all the way up. And as you exhale, gently bring the arms down and round, bringing that energy to balance your aura, letting your fingers lightly touch the ground. So you share that energy you've generated with Mother Earth. And take a deep breath. And just come laying down for the relaxation. Cover yourself up so you stay warm. Just taking some deep breaths. And just release all the tensions, all those burdens that you at some point chose to carry. So just for this moment, as you lie there being held by Mother Earth, just take this moment to release. And then you become aware of other tensions and you release them. All the while being anchored as you're held by Mother Earth. And then you become aware of another tension and you release that by giving it permission. You release that energy that you were holding literally like a knot, a block of energy. You let it go. I let that go. And I let go that one. Receiving from Mother Earth from beneath you as you release any anxiety, any heaviness, any control from your system, from your mind. And as you release, a lightness comes into your being. Connect to the light that you are. Let the source of you become present in this moment. Breathe it in. Let that light go into every cell and atom of your physical body. So you can embody your light. And let it enter your mind, that beautiful mind that wants to understand everything, that questions everything. As if you have a holiday from that part of you. Just let your mind be touched by the light that you are. Receiving a sense of grace and ease. I am divinely perfect as I am right now. Having this human experience. I can learn from it. But I am divine. I always was, and I always will be. Allow yourself a moment to connect to that truth. Receive. This is one of the greatest keys that humanity is learning, how to receive. We give, we do so much. But now we need to balance it by also learning how to receive. Not because we have done something of merit, so we deserve it. We can just receive because it is the natural flow. So allow yourself to open up and receive the prana of Mother Earth, the light from Source. And slowly start to become more conscious of your breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Start to move your fingers and your toes slowly. And then bring your hands over your head and do a big stretch. Bring the arms then out to the side. Keeping one leg flat on the floor, bend the other and roll it over the leg. So you do like a cat stretch. And then gently release that, swap legs and roll the other way, stretching that spine gently. And release and come back. Then rub your hands and the soles of your feet together. Bring your knees to your chest. Rock backwards and forwards to come up sitting for the meditation. So this is a meditation that really is, we are meditating on pranic energy itself. So one thing, what happens when we come down here as spirit, having this human experience, part of that is we forget. And then through our journey, the remembrance comes. But when we forget, we get very attached to this earth element, you could say, which has got a very dense frequency, a denser frequency than us. And so when we're really attached to that earth element, we're not so attached to spirit, the ether. So this is what can cause an imbalance. And we can feel very stuck in our life, stuck in our emotions, stuck in our thoughts even. And this is not our potential. So by connecting to the prana, it helps you connect to those more subtle energies, the ether. So for this posture, we're sitting in easy pose. And you want to bring your thumbs onto your Mercury mound. So that's the base of your little finger. Yeah. The hands meet together at the chest. Now you want to have the tips of the fingers touching, and you press them all the way down to the first joint. Okay, so you have the tips of the fingers touching and you press it down so they're really touching not just the tips but down to that first joint. The thumbs are touching the Mercury. And then you want the same with the thumbs. From the tip of the thumb to that first joint, they're also touching. And you just hold that in front of your heart center. So there is a pressure. It is a bit awkward, maybe, feels a bit uncomfortable. And just take a moment to just sort of feel that posture with that mudra. It might even hurt at the knuckles, especially on the thumb. Okay, now with this posture, you want to inhale through the mouth in 8 equal sniffs. And then you're going to exhale through the mouth in 8 equal sniffs, okay? So you inhale through the mouth, exhale through the mouth, and you do it in 8 in and 8 out. So 8 is bringing you to that Ashtanga rhythm. Ashtanga is those 8 directions, so this is the completeness of source. And when you're inhaling through the mouth, the first time you do it, you'll have to judge your capacity, because you want that last sniff to mean that you're completely full. But that last sniff needs to be the same duration as all of the others. So you don't want to inhale and then realize you've need to do a really big one on that last sniff. So allow 1 or 2 cycles to judge that. On the exhale, it's the same thing, equal. And on the exhale, through the mouth, you want to do it through pursed lips. So it's almost like a whistle. So you inhale. And then on the exhale, it's like... And on the 8th, you're really pulling that navel in. Okay, so let us get ready. Bring the hands together, touching the knuckles from the tips to the first knuckle, and go at your own rhythm. Your eyes will be 1/10 open, and you're just going to focus on the tip of your nose. This will help the mind stay locked. So remember, on that exhale, you're really pursing those lips as you exhale, forcing that air through the lips, so it's almost like a whistle. Make this the last cycle. And then when you're done, inhale, hold it, small band, hold it, squeeze. And you press the fingers together in the mudra. And release. And let us just give thanks for all that we are. Let that gratitude flow from your heart for this life that you are living, this opportunity you have to grow, through all one of the many wondrous gifts that Mother Earth provides for us. Each day is a blessing and a gift. Connect to the source within you, that spirit that will guide you, so you can follow your heart. And when we follow our heart, we are following the spirit that we are. And this will bring a deep satisfaction into our life that every human being is looking for. The answers lie within you, not within your mind, not within your programming, and certainly not within what people expect from you. Trust yourself. Little bit more each day. And inhale, exhale, and bring your hands together in prayer pose now to close. Sat-nam. 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 Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you.